Alright, good day guys, come here, welcome back to Langrisser and the CN server for the year of 2026, March end to the 22nd of April. We welcome our first collaborations, Langrisser cross Tekkaman Blade. Yep, it's one of the all-time fan favorite voting for the collaborations. Is an anime that is first released in 1992. So if you guys are interested, feel free to check out the anime. You should be able to find some of the clips or the episodes on YouTube. And I assure you guys, not only is the anime nice to watch, the opening and ending songs credits are good to listen to. And are you guys ready? There will be a total of 4 parts. Part 1 will featuring the male leading characters, D-Boy, aka Blade for his transform mode. Then next will be his brother, Shinya Aiba. Then third will be the demo and detailed play of their younger sister, Miyuki Aiba. And last but not least, fourth part will be events, exclusive items, and special skins released for these collaborations where you can get it for free. So stay tuned and let's get started. But before that, allow me to do a quick explanations to my Chinese viewer. 好，黄野玩家，欢迎来到这期的视频。当然，这个还是一样要解释，就是大部分呢都会以英文来旁述，只有在比较重要的部分呢才会以华语附加解释了。但是这个联动的人物的技能基本上是蛮透明的，就是没有太大的特别的难操纵的地方，就是感觉这一期的英雄应该是比较类似属于个人见解，就是有一点比较像5.0尾到6.0之间版本的那种英雄。除此之外，就是比较数值化，属性数值可能比较强。嗯，等一下你们就会了解到。当然之前有看到那个人物的那个技能效果之类的，玩家可能也了解到他的一些优缺点，所以等一下我们再说吧。So, all right, for English viewers, again, I gotta say, sorry about it. You might have noticed that I have not been posting Should You Summon video for a while. So, the Should You Summon video will be missing for a couple of months. Sadly, a sad news due to the fact that my trusty ally ROG5 that I have owned, it's officially crashed, coming to its end of its lifespan, and most of the video clip that I have saved inside are more or less not retrievable. So you guys might be missing out till the next event, which is the release of Ashi and Salune, and also SP Omega. So apologize about it. And of course, don't worry, I already leave the text in notes for you guys, and you guys can check it out. Okay, let's check the demo. Here we go. So right, Tekkaman Blade, the 1992 series, D-Boy. There's a male leading characters, but his name, if I'm not wrong, his surname should be Aiba, one of the A characters, because he's blood related with Miyuki and Shinya, who all share with the name Aiba at the end. But of course, I'm not gonna shall expose too much. If you guys are interested, feel free to check out the video. So again, each part will be split into 3 to 4 sections. So we'll split going through the class change, the faction, followed by his talent, and new skills, soldiers he'll be getting, and of course 3C animations, followed by his voice pack and his skin. After we go through a quick demo play, followed by an actual detailed play. So right, this is his class. There's a male lead, Shinya, so he start off with swordsman, then only have one path, so second and third class will be flyer. Okay, as you guys can see, his faction is protagonist, collaborations, and reincarnations. Kind of lose out currently because as of the current meta, collaborations and reincarnations are losing out. Collaborations wise, Awakener, it's already out of the box in PvP. Then reincarnations, we have not yet received any new 1C or 3C faction buffer, but I will say we will be expecting soon, because all 3 of the characters in these collaborations kind of have one thing in common, is that they had reincarnations. And not to mention the recent release or upcoming release characters will have reincarnations factions in them. Then okay, this is his stats, SSCSAC, so we don't have to do any comparisons because only one class. Then his talent, so quick one, Space Knight effect is number 1, increase attack and defense by 25%. Number 2, at the end of a turn, you can release the skills continuous battle. So the effect is that buff turn you have will not be reduced, followed by you can attack again based on, you can move and attack again based on remaining mobility. Then you will also obtain the effect for continuous battle, that is damage increment by 20%, and followed by after entering battle, recover 20% of damage due to HP recovery. The effect will last to the start of next turn. It cannot be immune nor dispel. So this is an effect, it's not a buff. When under continuous battle mode, this is done third, you can release one time over limit battle. Okay, the effect are as follow. First, reduce the current longer skill CD, that is the current longer skills in CD by 5 turns. And second, buff turn you have will not be reduced. Third, you can attack based on remaining mobility. And afterwards, when you enter, you will obtain berserk or lose control. Yep, like the effect states, you will lose control of these characters, but this character will be immune to all debuff effect, and his normal attack damage deal will become 1.5 times instead. The effect lasts for 1 turn. It cannot be immune nor dispel. Okay, number 5, last but not least, upon using continuous battle, these skills will enter a CD of 2 turns before you can use it again. So yeah, this is a one for rank 5 onward for 2 turns, but I only have like a rank 4, so it will be 3 turns. So the detailed play later might not be as effective as it looks, but I assure you he is still considered quite strong. Okay, these are the list of soldiers unit that D-Boy can use. This one has SP, this is getting SP soon, already had. Then the Dark Pegasus, increasing critical damage deal and crit rate. This one also have SP Dragon, so you can have increased mobility for him. Then the Fang Rider, you can heal before battle. And the Giant Salamander Rider, okay, treat as flatland effect. Then last but not least, the SP Hellhound, we already had it. Before battle, you can cast debuff effect of causing enemies to take increased damage. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, let's check out his 3C animations. Let's take a settle. Here we go. And you guys will be in for a surprise since the successful release of the second version of 2C for the LLR Ice Queen Imelda. This collaboration characters will be getting two types of 3C animations effect. So you guys will be able to see it in a while. Then these are all the skills, old and new alike. This is his exclusive 2 skill, exclusive skill 2, Night Long Lens. And this is his indirectly act against skills. Yep, allow him to hook over to the enemy, teleport to the enemies, deal damage to them, and teleport to the endpoint. And followed by his 3C, so I'm not going to go too in depth, or perhaps we'll go about it later on. Okay, never mind, I'll just go it. So the 3C anti-metal cannon. So it's a physical damage skills, has a CD of 5 turns, the range is 2 blocks. The AoE is physical single attack. Okay, this skills is pretty straightforward. It's active skills. So the effect as follows. Number 1, attack and deal 1.8 times damage to target enemy. Number 2, before battle, cause disintegrate to the target enemy. The effects are as follows for disintegrate. When being attacked into battle, if your defense is greater than magic defense, this battle, the damage deal will be treated as magic damage. After battle, apply debuff effect, unable to trigger survive death blow or revive effect, and if it's PvE effect, this effect will be changed to cause the target unit to have damage received increased by 20%. The whole effect lasts for 2 turns and cannot be dispelled. Number 3, these skills when used in battle against damage due to the soldier's unit will be increased by 100%. Fourth, if at the start going to battle, the enemies do not have soldier's unit, then this battle with these skills, the damage deal, the hero will do 100% crit rate increment and 20% crit damage increment in this battle. Then number 5, soldiers unit you bring will attack together and you will not take close combat penalty. Okay, number 6, when under continuous battle mode, before battle, you will cause the target enemy's all buff turn count to be reduced by 1 turn. And number 7, after battle, you will deal a one-time 0.16 times AoE damage to enemies standing 2 blocks around the target enemy and apply disintegrate effect to them. So okay, that's all kind of long. Then okay, let's check out some background and stats. So this is his collaborations. It's just pretty straightforward. Tekkaman Blade, aka Space Knight. This is voice pack when you summon him.
俺は D ボーイだ。名前なんて覚えてない。忘れちまった。
So apparently this character has amnesia problem. He can't remember his own name. So D-Boy is just an alias, not an actual name of his. But one thing for sure, his surname is Aiba. Okay, when you do change class change for him.
強くなったか。これでまだ戦い続けられるか。
Okay, skill release 1. Okay, some very simple things you can use, but this is very rude. Jama Siruna, it means don't stand in the way or just don't bother me. Or you're bothering me, you can say Jama Siruna, stop bothering me. Or kind of like if someone is blocking in the path you're walking on, perhaps on purpose. If you're very angry, you may use that, but be warned, guys. You may get into a great battle, epic or not, I'm not sure, with the person if you say that. Okay, when you choose him in battle, 1. Okay, makasete kure, that means leave it to me. Okay, this is something you can use in daily life, like if you're very confident about doing the task or job hand to you, you can say makasete kure. It means leave it to me. Okay, followed by when he's not able to battle. Okay, I don't think you can use that in daily life, but it just means I still can't die. Okay, daily conversations 1.
いや、一人の方がいい。一人なら失うものもない。いや、一人の方がいい。一人なら失うものもない。
Okay, this is a very sad speech. Trying to say it's okay to be a loner, one person, because if you're only alone, you don't have to be afraid of losing anything else. Okay, happy speech.
こんな穏やかな夜を過ごすなんて、どれだけ久しぶりだろうな。こんな穏やかな夜を過ごすなんて、どれだけ久しぶりだろうな。
Okay, anger speech.
ラダムだけは絶対に許さない。
Okay, the Ladamu that he mentioned here is one of the villain or antagonist side in the story. It's this villain alien life form. Okay, speech of sadness.
俺は過去の何もかもを捨て去ったんだ。俺は過去の何もかもを捨て去ったんだ。
Okay, special interactions volume 1.
この体にはエビルやダガーと同じ悪魔が住んでいる。俺は いつ殺人マシンになるかわからないんだ。俺は化け物になるかもしれない。
And yep, apparently there are like a two name in this series because the human and their transformation form. So correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently for D-Boy, his human form is known as D-Boy, but his transform name is Blade. And for his younger brother Shinya, it's the transform form should be Aiba. Then for Miyuki, her transform form will be known as Rapier. Okay, irritated feeling 1.
お前は人間の心を。お前は人間の心を。
Okay, he's asking, do you still have the heart of a human? Okay, well, there's 3 types special interactions. 1, 2, 3. Let's check it out.
命は大事にしな。命は大事にしな。
Okay, he says, gotta treasure life. Okay, number 2.
どこまでついてくるつもりだ。どこまでついてくるつもりだ。
Okay, this one is how long do you intend to follow me? But well, this is weird for special interactions. Okay, the last one.
深夜も兄さんも俺の大切な家族だ。自分の手で彼らを殺すなんて、そんなこと本当はやりたくなかった。でもそれをできるのは俺だけだ。俺だけが深夜たちをラダムの支配から救い出せるんだ。戦いの果てに俺を待っているものは一体何だろう。ただ願うのはもう戦わなくてもいい未来がそこにあることだ。
Okay, this is pretty heavy and not easy to translate, so I guess I gotta skip it. And okay, ta-da! This is the Echo of Light skin where you gotta pay, and this is the default skins. You can get it. This is the first transformation Tekkaman Blade skin that you can get from the event for free. So as you can see, there's no special animations, but the Echo of Light version provides you a second animations. So before I click, let you guys check it out again. This is the original 3C animations.
俺は負けない。
Then this is the alternate version. Don't blink. Okay, it's pretty cool. This is like final form, the anti-gravity and anti-matter destruction cannon mode. Let's check it out one more time. So yep, aside from D-Boy, Shinya will be getting alternate 3Cs too, so this is pretty cool. Okay, we can do some comparison. So this is how the free skins looks like. Okay, when it's stunned and when you die in battle, moving, skill release, attack. Oh, this is moving, sorry. This should be chanting skills. And in case you guys want to see Gigaphysics from Robot,
ラダム。ラダムだけは D ボーイも相葉孝也も今ここで死んだ。俺は鉄火マンブレードだ。
okay, his real name is Takaya Aiba. So yep. To confirm the answers, you guys gotta watch Tekkaman Blade 1 and Tekkaman Blade 2. Okay, well, there's the Physics and there's the Echo of Light skin. So you can see he has like a greater, bigger armor and like a bigger wings, allowing him to fly more effectively. Okay, okay, the attack actions are actually almost the same and in fact quite similar, but just the character design is different. Okay, slight difference, the normal attack, trusting. Then I'm going to presume this is skill release instead. Then for the default look, which is actually looks pretty cool to me, is him riding on, I'm not sure did I pronounce it right, but this is pronounced as his Pegasus, or Pegasus. So this is his mode where he cannot fly efficiently or effectively, and he need to rely on this flying machines to assist him, and at the same time providing him weapons and stuff. Okay, let's check out the jiggle effects.
俺は過去の何もかもを捨て去ったんだ。いや、一人の方がいい。一人なら失うものもない。
Okay, too bad. Well, we can't check it, so yeah. Okay, the default skins and the default characters.
過去の何もかもを D ボーイも相葉孝也も今ここで死んだ。ラダム。
Okay, this is the jiggle physics that we will be able to see, and of course, without further delay, let's check out the demo video. So apparently I managed to summon both of the characters, so we will be able to see demo and detailed play. Okay, we have all exclusive skills and tree seed. I guess the greatest part about him is he has an inbuilt HP recovery mechanism, but this will only happen if when you are at continuous battle mode, then you only recover HP after going to battle. So if you're using other skills like AoE, for example, like in the Golden Sea Voyage events, gotta take note. Okay, killing all infantry leader in first turn, and when I win the game, gonna make sure I'm at full HP. Okay, let me try. So this is his hook skills. Apparently, this time around they are kind of like a, sadly, kind of like a Chimera type characters because they're using some hero skills here and there, and for both Shinya and D-Boy, they are getting this skills from kind of like a copy or ripoff from Sange. And you got to trigger continuous battle. So once I use it, I'll get into continuous battle mode. I'll gain damage increment of 20%, and upon entering battle, I'll heal 20% of the damage deal until the next turn. The effect cannot be immune nor dispel, then I can attack again based on remaining mobility. And when using these skills, buff turn I had will not be reduced. So these are descriptions that you'll not be able to see when we're not in battle. All this will only appear when you're in battle. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go. Boru Tekka. So apparently you have this meteor strikes from the 1C where you can choose to hook again, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use over limit. So this is the second time. So apparently he can, well, including again everything, he can do 3 actions in a row. So I'll use again and count. It will reduce my longer skills with in CD by 5 turns, and I can attack again based on move and attack again based on remaining mobility. But if I cast these skills, when I will enter Berserk mode. I'll lose control of these characters for 1 turn, but I will gain immunity to debuff effect, and normal attack will deal 1.5 times damage. The effect cannot be immune nor dispel, and when I use these skills, buff turn I had will not be reduced. So you see, I can spam my 3C again. So overall, he's not weak, but I'm just saying the kind of skills given to him is not too big of a difference, but overall it's still pretty cool, and especially you can reset. Oh my, this is pretty bad. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, this is kind of sad. Okay, what about this time? So I'm going to try position it this way. Okay, I'm going to slow down a little bit. Okay, we'll use 3C later. This time I'm going to try using the Night Lens. Apparently Night Lens has not very big differences. Its version of Air Slash, giving some minor some debuff like -2 mobility and not able to guard. So you guys can see his downside is he has no revive effect. Then the number of HP you heal is based on the damage you'll be able to do. So okay, this is an auto battle. I'm not able to control. Okay, I'm gonna gain continue battle so I can spam my 3C. Okay, wow, I didn't expect we are getting this. Okay, I guess I gotta go attack again. And wow, the damage I do is actually pretty low. Yep, so again, wow. I did not survive. This is... Okay, I guess you gotta be careful. Hmm. Okay, this is very bad. Wow. Okay, let me try it again.
ここで勝負をつけよう。
Yep, it says to kill all 3 of the infantry in one turn.
邪魔するな。ここで勝負をつけよう。
Okay, this is a logo, so as you guys can see, the first one, you can obviously see the robot in green eyes is continuous battle, damage increment by 20%, and you'll heal damage based on 20% of damage deal. Okay, only lasts for one turn. The second is overlimit battle, so when I end turn, I will go berserk and the effect cannot be dispelled. Okay, what if I don't attack the infantry? This time I'll be attacking the flyer unit and see how it is. Oh, okay. Do we get an attack first? Let's check. Oh my, oh okay, so I forgot about the Night Long Lens. Apparently it gave this buff effect that when you go into battle you attack first. So I should not rely on the 3C. So apparently there is a sequence to maximize his usage. Okay, so with this I get attack first. Okay, so again, only left with one turn, so this time if I act again, I will be spamming the skills again. So I'm going to cast Continuous Battle to get healing effect because I do not have healing effect right now. So I gotta be careful. I gotta make sure I cast the Night Long Lens so I can gain attack first effect priority. And now I'm gonna go Berserk. Or if I do not want to, I can cast this skill. And I'm safe. Okay, because I did not cast Continuous Battle, I do not have healing, so this is not a good play too. So I feel that because of this, his play style kind of feel a bit restricted in PvE. I mean, of course, PvP wise, even for PvP, the moment he do not have the self healing ability, it things seems to not be looking good. Okay, with this, I should be able to complete the demo much easier. Yep. So you guys can see his greatest weakness is he will go berserk after using continuous battle, but if you don't use continuous battle, he do not have damage increment and self-healing effect. Then in this case, he will heavily and second the most, or sorry, the third more if not most potent of all is as of the current meta, the release of more or most heroes, more or less they have at least one minimum, at least one revive effect. But this is not the case for the Tekkaman collaborations. They lack revive effect, so they tend to be slightly weaker on this side. I mean, I got to compare with the two previous collaborations, the last and the last two collaborations. Fairy Tail, we have Elza that is given pre-revive effect because she's a physical fighter. Then for Ryza, we have the assassin characters. Upon using a 3C successfully, she can get to have like a 5-turn survive death blow effect. So sadly, they do not provide this mechanism for Tekkaman Blade. So I'm gonna say is he's not weak, but he definitely need combo characters to go on like Celica to give him revive effect, or if not, for PvP he'll be more or less used as the frontier unit, first to die. You just like the moment you manage to caught any enemies, you gotta go for it. Okay, let's do one last demo play. This time we don't have to care how the sequence goes. We just go the way we want. Okay, let's check the Meteor Strikes effect. The passive is when you're under continuous battle mode and when you end turn, you can cast this skill with its range increased by +2. So originally the range is 4 blocks, But when under continuous battle, if I use these skills, it will become 6 blocks. Then I can target a spot, and after targeting, I can choose a vertical up or down directions. And it will be based on the remaining range by +1 and can only happen once, but the maximum I can choose is 2 sides. Then it will do 0.2 times AoE damage to any enemies I pass through, and I will be teleported to the final endpoint of the skills. So, okay, I'm gonna come here. And we'll be triggering this effect. So, to make sure I have a higher survivability, it's okay. Currently, I have damage increment 20%, and after going to battle, I'll recover 20% of damage due. So the priority best is to use the Lance Knight. So the 3C is the AoE follow-up damage is only 2 blocks. So if the enemies are not close enough, it's not very effective. So the priority is to ensure I can attack first. So I can have higher survivability rate. And of course, I can choose to cast these skills when I enter. Okay, never mind, I'll just go into Berserk. Oh, to Tekkaman. This was pretty cool, I guess. So as you guys can see, the anti-metal cannon, the effect looks nice, but it's not that easy to damage. Especially against rush play AoE single target mode of enemy. This is effective against turtle or ground formation. And you can see a very big weakness. The moment I lose attack priority and healing, this is how bad things can get. I mean, I had a physical defense almost 800. So, yep. I gotta use this. So I definitely got to use Act again. It's pretty cool. You just reset the skills by 5 turns. So let's do a little rewind. So I can spend my 3C. Apparently, I even used 2C. It is... Wait, I did use the 2C, right? Yep, I did use 2C. The 2C skills itself is 2 turns. So, oh, when I enter and I cast again, yeah. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So I can just focus on spamming my 3C. So I am in need of getting HP recovery, so okay, let me try. Then I'm gonna reset my CV. Okay, this time I'm gonna bait all 3 of them to come close together and see if I can spam the 3C to do a more greater AoE damage. Okay, this is bad. Okay, I should not have used this skill. Okay, I'll just bait them to come. Okay, this should be it. And I'm gonna reset my 3C. Okay, this is weird. Okay, let me try again. Yep, longer skill CD. Okay. Oh gosh. This is very weird. Okay, I guess we'll be trying on the detail play. I don't want to take too much of time. So okay, before I carry on, allow me to do some quick light explanations for my Chinese viewers. 所以各位华语玩家，所以就看到了这个迪波威的这个技能呢，它的这个流星突袭呢，其实就是蛮好用。然后就是在要触发连续战斗的那个状态下呢，触发这个技能的话呢，那个射程就会加2，然后你就可以最多可以选2个地点来发动这个效果，然后可以传送到哪里。这个基本上就是超至于那个3个那个火焰男的新的火焰男的那个效果。不过它的算是前期比较差，因为它需要一点启动，就是要进入那个状态，它的那个天赋的那个效果状态，连续战斗的状态呢，才可以享受到这个比较长远的射程。然后剩下最好就是呢，当他发动第2次连续战斗的时候，就是红色眼睛的那个机器人的时候呢，他就会有能够享受到最长的技能效果 CD 减CD 减5，然后就可以重新调整那个技能的 CD， 所以这是蛮好的。不过除此之外呢，感觉就不是那么，当然绝对不弱，但没有想象中的那样强，不会像之前的那个联动那个妖精尾巴的艾露莎那样震撼，或是但绝对比那个炼金工坊的那个那个刺客女人物来的比较强。不过它最大的缺点就是它没有直接的那种骑士精神在动，然后它发动了2次那个连续战斗的状态呢，它会不受控制，所以基本上有一种感觉就是在 PVP 充当 炮灰的感觉，就是先去把敌方最强的坦或是最弱的人物先杀掉，然后就可以放他自己去随便游玩了，自生自灭。因为他都不受控制了，而且没有办法清除。不过然后你绝对需要发动他的那个连续战斗的效果，因为它非常依赖那个连续状态下给的那个进入战斗之后的回血的那个效果，因为它已经没有了复活，它本身没有复活的技能或效果和天赋，然后呢，它也可能非常依赖这个骑士长枪和连续战斗，就连续战斗呢为了回血，然后骑士长枪呢是为了给他先攻，这样的话才不会那么容易死掉。除此之外呢，山西虽然山西固然强啊，但是山西的那个跟进伤害呢，只打那个目标周围的2个，确实是有点少。然后可能大家会说给他那个 balance blade 平衡之剑呢，不过你要看好他是飞兵，他不能带那把武器，所以非常可惜。OK， 好了，话不多说，我们进来最后的阶段，那就是直接看 PVP 的玩法吧。OK， 那我又回去英文播报喽，谢谢。So right now I'll be doing the test battle, and you guys can get to check out his 3C. Okay, trying to look it up more effectively, and not to mention, I'm gonna get some combo for him. Okay, I'm gonna talk about PvE first, then followed by PvP, then followed a little bit by PvE on characters to go combo with. And lucky for him, the current characters in the meta is the protagonist Ducky. So the protagonist faction buff, so he can be a great assistant to him. Then these are the current. Let me do a double quick check for SP Soldier's release. Okay, so the only one that he can get and enjoy. So don't worry, we'll go through this. Soldiers on part 4. So yep, he is lagged with revive ability, so you definitely need characters like Celica to provide him. And not to mention, with the 3C creation alchemist from Celica, it slightly increased his survivability more, not just a revive, but after battle, as long as he survives, he will be healed with 2.5 times intelligence of Celica's. So higher survivability, definitely. Then if you want to give him mobility, we can switch to a land unit. Okay, the SP Hellhound for me it's better options because the AoE effect, the debuff effect of Hellhound is enemies 2 blocks around you. will receive damage increment by 20%, and this is pretty cool. And if the enemies are currently not at defensive terrain, they will gain an additional gain two random stats reductions of 15%. So if you're lucky enough, you'll get defense and magic defense down, and this has a higher chance for you to kill the enemy. The Dark Pegasus, despite having higher attack and good crit rate against enemy and damage, but as you guys can see in the demo play, the Dark Pegasus Knight are kind of vulnerable. They're kind of weak. So if I may, I'll go for Hellhound. And this is current item I personally feel should go with. Oh my god, cool guys. Cool news for you guys. Oh my god, this is a new function, I guess, after update. So this is I'm currently at rank 4. So okay, if that's the case, I can show you guys at rank 6. So this is a stat I get. Oh my god, this is so cool. It will be even easier for me to explain in future demo play or detail play whenever character. So this is pretty cool. And okay, I'll choose with this. Then okay, we'll go with PvP wise. Okay, the usual stuff. So right, oops, I need a faction buff for him, so we can check before and after faction buff. So do know that the demo right now is a rank 6. So you guys can see his full or max capabilities. Okay, allow me to quick explain. 哦，所以刚才各位呢，可能有看到了最新的这个 PVP 测试呢，除了可以共鸣你的装备以外呢，你还能调整这个英雄人物的星级，可以调整实际就是你自己的英雄，或把它调到6星。像我只是4星的这个英雄状态呢，我的属性这些测试比较不稳，所以我可以这边通过这里的调整变成6星，所以新的这个版本更新呢是蛮好的。So alright, give him the faction buff. So you can see by default I'm not able to reach the enemies, so other than using these skills, Meteor Strike, but Meteor Strike deals very low damage, so the better way will be to get, if you have managed to combo and go with Esper Luna, while you purposely bring a land unit. So you'll just think of it as like a start of battle, how play will go like. And Papa Vargas will do a guard. Okay, this is default stats based on the equipment I had. Okay, the damage increment is from SP Luna, the exclusive items. And we don't give him too much buff, but that you guys can see. So I'm going to give him a 3C. But of course, it would be great if we can give him this. So it's actually a great combo with either Luna and SP Terries, I feel. Okay, let's just enter with this. Okay, so I only have one revive effect, and we're gonna get lucky to give him faction buff. Okay, so you can see after getting faction buff, he gained this much attack. And do note that I'm not a PvP player. I do not get additional pumps to the PvP arena mastery. Okay, let's see without faction buff first. Okay, so obviously at the start, I'm going to cast with my lens. And I'm going to slightly slower down the attack speed so you guys can check it. So now I'm going to go continuous battle. And the cool thing is PvP or PvE comboing with SP Luna, I can get to move 2 blocks again. So this is actually pretty cool, and now you guys can check that I'll be using the 3C. So enemy cannot revive. Okay, but it says after battle, not able to activate revive effect. So Papa Vargas already revived one, so let us backtrack a little. And now we will use 3C at the start and see how it goes. So you can see Papa Vargas do not have any debuff effect first. Okay, let's check out. Okay, 1, 2, 3 are the buff from Papa Vargas. Number 4, Disintegrate, lasts for 2 turns. When being attacked into battle, if your defense is greater than magic defense, the damage due this time will be treated as magic damage, cannot be dispelled. So yeah, apparently Papa Vargas' defense is greater than magic defense. Then I give a minus 30% to his defense. This is from the weapon, the axe. If I move 3 blocks or more before battle, I get to cast the effect. Don't worry, I will go through the items later on. Then minus 15% attack intelligence and skills are from Hound. Then followed by 4th damage increment increased by 20%. And followed by not able to trigger survive that blow effect, cannot be dispelled. So this effect will only happen after, so not before. So as you guys can see, Papa Vargas still survive. So I'm going to cast continuous battle. Just on purpose, I'm going to attack Chris, so we can check that Papa Vargas will gain the survive effect. Nope, let's see. Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to rewind a little bit. We're going to positions the enemy away, so it'll be easier. All right. So this time around we'll be going. Okay, the extra effect from continuous battle is reduce the turn count of the enemy by 1 turn. So now we're gonna try everything. So I'm not gonna use 3C first. Let's check Papa Vargas. 133. So I'm gonna trigger. Let me trigger the continuous battle effect. Okay, I guess I got to aim for her first. So okay, we just check again. The CD is 133. So under this mode, I should be able to reduce before battle. Oh, the Tekkaman! Here we go. Okay, let's check. So aside from the transformation, into that Berserk Fury, that is transformation skills. It won't be reduced, but you guys can see the guard skills from 3 turns it becomes 2 turns. Though overall it may or may not be that effective. Okay, then he now cannot revive. Okay, I'm gonna try and give Papa Vargas. Okay, so you have this revive skill, so now we're gonna just try wait for the second turn. You guys can see. So yeah, as you guys can see, the counter Berserk Fury. So, but with the effect of not able to trigger surviving death blow, we will now try and see. Okay, I'm already losing control, so let's see if I can just hide away. Okay, let's see. Yeah, maybe I can just try and kill myself. So you guys can see, yep. So this is actually pretty cool, and so you guys can see this. I'm purposely switching the character to rank 5. So the CD upon triggering is 2 turns before you can trigger a continuous battle again. Okay, but if you are rank 4, you gotta wait for 3 turns. So the minimum you should get is 5 stars in order to spam his effectively. Then you can, for weapon wise, is quite straightforward. You can go with Ragnarok, damage, fixed damage before battle, or you can try it out Titan's Fury. This can be PvP, PvE, since you don't have to worry too much about Last Rite, since he can attack 3 times in a row. Okay, the effect is increase attack by 10%. If you initiate attack before battle, if you move 3 blocks or more, you will cause enemies to have physical defense reduced by 30% for 1 turn. Okay, so greatly reduce defense of the enemy, so you will deal more damage. And not to mention, if you combo with Hound, before battle, you will cause enemies to have damage increment by 20%. So 20% damage increment followed by 30% physical damage and physical defense reductions. That is a killing blow. Ice Force armor. This may be more towards PvE, depending. So it's dealing follow-up damage. So you will deal 1.5 times fixed damage based on your magic defense against the enemy. Then the helmet, I'll go with Ancient Calling. So this is similar to the one used by Kasumi. So this is increased the Heart of the Wild. So the effect increased the HP by 10%, and after receiving damage, you will gain damage increment by 15% for 1 turn. So I did not notice if the effect stack just now. This time I'm going to try, and we will check if it will be a 20% plus 15. If it will not stack, then it may or may not, these items may be optional. Then last but not least, for accessories, you can go with this Blade of Rewind, or you can go with Blood Nails to prevent him from getting silenced. So using this item, there's a 30% chance to have one random skills reduces CD randomly by 1 to 2 turns. There's probably high chance to reset Night-Long Lance, but again, it's optional. So if you have better items, you can go with it. So
この数百年の聖水に興味があるの？ちょっと借りるよ。
okay, this time I'm gonna give him a faction buff.
ここで勝負をつけよう。
Okay, we're gonna try one more time with our faction buff.
行動スタート。
And not much of a buff, no damage buff, because on early on we have Luna's giving him damage buff from the item. And I'm gonna stay far away from him.
あら？この数百あら？
ここで勝負をつけよう。
Okay, so we're gonna start with Blank, and we'll just try to and we're just gonna let him cast the usual stuff and guard.
任せてくれ。俺は負けない。
ひざまずかせてやる。
Okay, let's see what we gain. So, okay, damage increment of 15% is from my helmet. Then attack priority from my night lens. And range damage reduction of 20%. This is from Luna. And the last one is the debuff from Purgatory Call. So now I'm going to continuous battle. So let's see if I can survive. Oh, I don't, so this is bad. So despite the damage increment of 20%, so sadly, okay, I guess this is the way I would go. Yeah, I'll try this time around this way. Gotta go for continuous battle. Okay, so I'll now gain 20. Okay, apparently it can stack, so it's different icon. I gain 20% damage increment, followed by healing. Then the second icon is damage increment of 15%, so they do not override. The third is attack priority. So yeah, that's pretty good. So now I'm gonna try and attack Papa Vargas. Okay, so Papa Vargas is gonna attack us. So before that, let's check. So we gotta attack first. We still retain damage to increase by 15%. Okay, now we will see what will happen when Papa Vargas counter attack us. So apparently this character designed again kind of higher chances to specifically target against Papa Vargas. So because the stop you from reviving effect only happens after your 3C attack. More or if not most of the time as of the current meta, not able to survive death blow should have triggered before the 3C. So you get a combo with the Night Lens followed by the 3C. And not to mention the debuff effect lasts for 2 turns. The Disintegrate is when being attacked into battle, if your defense is higher than magic defense, okay, so it lasts for 2 turns. It's not a one-time thingy, so this is actually pretty cool. Okay, before losing control, I'm going to reduce my skills with a longer CE by 5. That's weird. So yeah, overall it's not too hard, but as you guys can see, there is a lot of situation that he can killed off the enemy fairly easily, but at the same time, he can just die off fairly easily.
ちょっと借りるよ。
Oops, sorry, let me... Oh, no wonder Papa Vargas is kind of weak. Allow me to do some changes for him. Okay, my bad. So my apologies. So I guess no wonder Papa Vargas seems pretty weak. Okay, now it should be better. It should be much fairer. So okay, now we'll be seeing just faction buff, etc.
ちょっと借りるよ。
お前の限界を見せてみろ。この程度か。
Okay, the stats are much higher right now. Okay, so if any allies die within 3 blocks range, he will gain that effect.
ここで勝負をつけよ
ちょっと借りるよ。俺に狙われたのはあんたさ。猫とネズミのゲーム。
Okay, so under normal situations,
う。ここで勝負をつけよ
he is able to move 5 by 4 blocks. So you guys can see, and
邪魔するな。
Meteor Strike. Then followed by
俺は負けない。
Continuous Battle.
任せてくれ。
But at this point, I'm supposed to use this effect to gain attack priority. So I'll only gain attack priority after the battle.
邪魔するな。
ひざまずかせてやる。
Okay, and now Papa Vargas should be attacking me.
俺は負けない。
Okay, so you see, under normal situation, it is still not that great.
ここで勝負をつけよう。俺は負けない。
So I should not.
邪魔するな。
Okay, let's see if
ここ
this
で勝
works.
負をつけよう。俺は負けない。
ひざまずかせてやる。
俺は負けない。
ち
Okay, managed to survive and getting buff. So this is under a situation if I'm at full HP, and you guys can also see Papa Vargas has no debuff at this point right now. Okay, and I can deal damage increment of 30%. One is from my 3C faction buff, and one is from my helmet. And not to mention I can steal a buff before battle. Okay. Let's see this time around, can I kill Papa Vargas much easier? Okay, apparently he can still counter attack. But do know that the follow-up fixed damage is not an effective attack against Papa Vargas because after transformations he will be immune to fixed damage. But nonetheless, the idea is to try to give this debuff effect to him. Okay, one more time. This time I'm gonna like okay, just place here for the sake of triggering 3C. So let's try if we instantly transform Papa Vargas. So he should be able to okay, let's see how good or bad his attack will be this time around. So I'm still able to go for it. Okay, a full HP Papa Vargas with no debuff. Okay, the only thing we find out is attack priority. So, yep. So overall, I mean, based on the characters I have, apparently, without any support, clearly he will be fairly weak. Okay, but of course, it may be due to the clothes I gave him. So one last try. This time I'm gonna give him, instead of Frost armor, I'm gonna give him last ride. Okay, so I do not have full moon last ride. other than the one Papa Vargas is getting. Okay, now I'll just give him this. So, okay, I'm definitely still. Oh, okay, because Papa Vargas is flyer, but fine enough, his mixed unit, and I'm kind of mixed unit.
ちょっと借りるよ。猫とネズミのゲーム始まるよ。猫とネズミのゲーム始まるよ。
ここで勝負をつけよう。
Okay, my bad. I'm gonna move here.
ちょっと借りるよ。猫とネズミのゲーム始まるよ。猫とネズミのゲーム始まるよ。
ここで勝負をつけよう。
Okay, we'll try once attacking Papa Vargas and try once trying to kill. See if we can kill Heavenly Fire. The limit battle. Okay, this is bad. Okay, I guess the positioning is totally wrong. Okay, I gotta move her out of the way first.
政権は運命という鎖を断ち切るためにあるんだ。俺に狙われたのはあんたさ。猫とネズミのゲーム始まるよ。ここで勝負をつけよう。死は弱者への恩恵よ。
Yep, this should be fine.
私くじった。
ここで勝負をつけよう。
こ
ここで勝負をつけよう。
Okay, counter these positions.
ここで勝負をつけよう。俺は負けない。
This is weird. Okay, it's just weird, but apparently using Spear Lens has a better priority. Able to kill him one shot. So instead of using range attack, I should have used melee. So this time I'm going to try range.
ここで勝負をつけよう。 俺は負けない。
Okay, so this is actually pretty funny.
ちょっと借りるよ。俺に狙われたのはあんたさ。俺に狙われたのはあんたさ。
ここで勝負をつけよう。
しくじった。
Oh my god. This is so bad.
ここで勝負をつけよう。
My bad. Apologies, guys.
ここで勝負をつけよう。 俺は負けない。
ひざまずかせてやる。
This will not work either, so apparently, I mean, it might be my issue, but apparently since D-Boy is not that easy or efficient to use.
ここで勝負をつけよう。 俺は負けない。
ひざまずかせてやる。
俺は負けない。 ここで勝負をつけよう。俺は負けない。 邪魔するな。
Because his again is limited by his remaining mobility, so it's not that efficient. So yeah, he will be more useful, in my opinion, will be tagging along with Celica's. Okay, because in most cases, Papa Vargas might be already transformed. So we're trying to see if we can effectively fight against a fully transformed Papa Vargas. But even with okay, I'm not sure if I missed anything.
聖剣は運命という鎖を断ち切るためにあるんだ。猫とネズミのゲーム始まるよ。
任せてくれ。
Okay, this is my stats. Okay, nonetheless, let's try. Okay.
任せてくれ。俺は負けない。俺は負けない。
I'm still going to die. Especially if I'm going to take the fixed damage before battle. Okay, this time I'm going to do a range. But of course, it may be due to the soldiers unit I bring, but I personally feel that Helmhound should be one of the better options. It do random stats reductions, going a bit of luck, and I'm reducing his physical defense by 30%. And I will still be dealing magic damage against him. Yeah, I guess this is the correct way to initiate. And I can do follow-up damage again. So there's a correct way, but in other normal situation, D-boy will be losing out fairly easily. As you guys can see, so I guess we have come to the end. Again, apologies, my detailed play may not be that great. Of course, you're welcome to give any suggestion. So okay, before we end, this is the suggested item builds. So apparently I do some reference from other players. Okay, you can go with Ragnarok, but definitely not a good idea against Papa Vargas, cause he will do reverse, cause he will be healing. So yeah, I'll definitely go with Titan Raw. Effectively reduce physical defense by 30%. For armor wise, Last Ride will be the better option. Accessories wise is going to be much more flexible, but Since he's able to attack 3 times, I was thinking perhaps Bracer might be a good option. Slightly reductions of attack, but on consecutive 3 times attack should not be a problem against any enemy. Or Blood Nail to prevention of sealing active skills. So you guys can see more or less the equipment other players PvP or PvE alike equipped with are more or less similar. Okay, you can use a curse bell. After attack, you can teleport back to your ally. This is also one good option. But overall, if you guys are really curious about his tier in Apex currently, the answer I can only give you at this point is his tier it's definitely lower than Shinya, his brother, which you guys will be seeing at part 2. Apparently Shinya is meant to be stronger than D-Boys. So alright, this is coming, we have come to the end of part 1, and I gotta say his attack power is strong, but his defensive ability is very weak. No revive. Even with attack priority, there's a chance that he can still die fairly easily. So he definitely needs support from characters like Silica at least to give him one revive. Yeah, other than that shouldn't be a big issue. So yep, I guess the thing he really needs most is revive and HP recovery, because his HP recovery only works after entering battle. So these are the 2 main weaknesses I see. So right, last but not least, this is for players being on the phone. The one that he holds on his left hand is a transformation device known as Tekkaman or Tekkaset. So right, this is Kami. What did you guys think about D-Boy? Did you think he's strong, weak, or perhaps there's something that I miss out and he should be more than beats the eye? Leave it down in the comment sections below, and see you guys on part 2. Goodbye.
この曲は深夜も俺も好きだった。